Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm sorry for pushing the live back. My meeting, I'm just gathering all my meeting supplies. My meeting ran longer than I expected. I kind of knew it would run longer than 30 minutes, but I kind of felt like I could jump off and dip out of the meeting, but I couldn't. So I'm here. Thank you for coming back. This is Traders, our fantasy update, and we're also going to go over my cast rankings. Let's jump right into it because I don't want to keep you long. I feel like I've already discussed the episode. You guys already know how we feel about Traders. Like, to me, number one reality show out right now. It go Peacock. Y'all should be having 340s in the tank. Y'all should be releasing these like Survivor releases their episodes. I think you could probably do that if you didn't have to have all celebrities. Like maybe do a celebrity cast and then let normal people come out and do a run for it. So your girl could do a run for it. I really would love to do Traders, and I would have to be a trader. But I will say this week in fantasy took a huge swing. Like the people who lost Poverty last week really lost, and the people who had lost Bergie, like some people lost two people in 1 week, and that was a huge hit. I'm almost in first place. I'm almost in first place. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Y'all know I'm very competitive. Very. Hey, Dejan. My meeting was great. Also, I'm in class, so I can't watch it. Oh, I know you'll be on the rewatch. Get your studies together. Like I be telling my son, get your studies come first. Get your studies together. I know you'll be on the rewatch. But let's go ahead and share the screen and look at where everyone is in this fantasy of it all. Let me tell y'all, I really hope next season. I have reached out to Christina. I have DM'd Christina about the Survivor Fantasy link. She has not responded yet, but as soon as she gives it to me, you know I will give it to you all. So I don't want to have to do this again for Survivor, but if we have to, I guess we can do our little spreadsheet game for Survivor. But anyway, right now at I saw it. Somebody, I'm not in first place yet. Dejan, you clicked off real quick. We on you, Dejan. We're on you. Dejan is still in first with 530 points, but myself and Christina are in second place with 520 points. And let me say, I didn't realize until I created the updated spreadsheet that me and Christina have the exact same team. Like that's so weird. I didn't realize that we were picking the exact same players. But shout out Christina, great minds think alike. But Dejan is still in first. But Dejan, see, let me tell you something. You just lost Poverty and Bergie, and I didn't have Poverty or Bergie. So I am going to be a points machine. Now, one thing, Dejan, I don't know if you telepathic, you have that, is it ESP where you can see the future? But Dejan has picked all the traders. Dejan was one of the people, the only person when we did the swaps. Dejan was the only person to pick up Kate. And look at Dejan. He's about to have another trader on his roster. And I believe he already had all the traders. He had Dan, Poverty, and like shout out. I mean, those were some really, really good picks. You can't be mad at it. A lot of people are going to go down in points because we lost Poverty. A lot of people have Poverty. Right now, CT and Sandra are still the two biggest people with the most people who have them on the roster. I feel like if we ever lose CT, a lot of people will go down. Let's get right into the cast ranking. Hey, Pepper Kush, or I be wanting to call you. When I see your name, I automatically think of lemon pepper wings. So I'll be like lemon pepper Kush, but it's lemon Kush pepper. Angie, get your reading together. How you doing? See, now I want some lemon pepper wings. Let's get into the rankings of it all. You will be surprised. I want to know your 2 cents. If you're watching this on the rewatch, definitely get in the comments and let me know your 2 cents. There were some adjustments in the ranking. I don't know how everybody's going to feel about this, but let's just get right into the cast rankings. assessment of it all. And this right here is so fun to me. I'm trying to think of a fun way to do this cast ranking for Survivor because I really like putting the cast in these categories and having like a second show to talk about it. That is more content, but it's still fun for me too. But you all know how we do it for traders. At the bottom is Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo is only there for his Scooby snacks and his friendship with Shaggy. He ain't solving no crimes. Up next is Olivia Benson. Yes, she can solve a good crime over there on the SVU, but she's no Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope is third. She's great, but nobody is Annalise Keating. When you want to get away with murder, if you're a traitor and you want to get away with murder, you need to be on the level of an Annalise. So let's get right into the rankings. As you can see, plenty of people have moved down to Scooby-Doo. Look, Kevin has been on Scooby-Doo all season, so there's no surprise right there. MJ, I think MJ got moved to Scooby-Doo a few weeks ago. She hasn't done anything but eavesdrop on conversations. But MJ, I noticed even when you eavesdrop on the conversations, you leave right before they say the good stuff. It's like, what are you leaving for, MJ? You just heard him whisper, do, 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 do. And then right when they get ready to get into their plan on how they getting ready to get out Phaedra before Poverty, you walk away. Scooby-Doo. Scooby to the do. Now, Kate made it to Scooby-Doo only because Kate hasn't had a clue since she got here. She's just been loud and wrong. She seems to just want to stick up for Phaedra. Whenever somebody comes for Phaedra, she's going to pipe up. I ain't mad at you for doing that, Kate, but Phaedra is a traitor. But I'm assuming Kate doesn't want to be murdered. So I'm thinking Kate is going to she's going to accept that traitor offer that was given to her this past week. So Kate, I'm expecting you not to be a Scooby-Doo traitor. Like it's hard to be at Scooby-Doo and be a traitor. Now, Poverty was there. Poverty was there a little bit. Dan got there a little bit too. Kate, I'm expecting you to move up in these rankings going forward. Who's next? Sandra. Every week I've been putting Sandra further down the rankings because Sandra, look, let me tell you, I see you, Dabu. I don't think he cheated. I expect so much more out of Sandra. Even when she's loud and wrong, I still expect Sandra to be loud. I expected Sandra to be more investigative. When she did that little Survivor stuff with the pool balls, I've been expecting this to be Sandra all season. Now I understand you don't want to get too far out there because you don't want to get murdered by the traitors. But like Sandra, you almost equal to Sheree, and you see Sheree ain't even on the Scooby-Doo no more. I don't know why Sheree ain't on Scooby-Doo. I know y'all want to put me on Scooby-Doo for not putting Sheree on Scooby-Doo. I think Sheree gonna go back. I'm just go ahead and put it back next week. But anyway, Sandra, get in the game. It's like even last week when you were like, I've noticed Peter, he was nervous, he was anxious, he wasn't acting like a traitor. He really wanted his torch to be lit. I don't think Peter is a traitor anymore. Great. But who do you think is a traitor? Like Sandra, I really don't believe Sandra even thought Poverty was a traitor. I think Sandra just voted with the group. But anyway, girl, get in the game. CT is great at the challenges. CT, his little flirt mance with Phaedra is cute. Cute camera time. I'm really enjoying his character on the show. But CT is also loud and wrong. Either CT is playing all his cards so close to the vest that even the confessionals don't know what he's thinking. I really feel like when CT says, hey, John, what do you think? He's really just waiting to see whoever John vote for, and then that's who CT vote for. And that's what Scooby-Doo would do. So CT, I need you to do better. I heard it's only 2 episodes left. Like, CT, don't mess around and get murdered by Phaedra, get your feelings hurt. Yeah, Dejan is killing it. You want Sandra, and you just want everybody to be cut in fantasy. That's what you want. not over here. Now, the only person sitting on Olivia Benson is Sheree. You all know, I have this tiny hope for Sheree because Sheree is the only person that knows the real Phaedra. Now, I may be looking like Scooby Doo at the end of it all. I may be the fool sitting up here believing Phaedra got the game on lock because she knows. I mean, Sheree got the game on lock because she knows Phaedra is a traitor and she's just waiting to toss them sandbags in and vote her ass out so she can get the money. I don't think Sheree is that smart, but I just feel like look at the show, go back, rewind. You know, I don't do no rewinding, but go back and look. Every time we're at the round table and people start chewing up Phaedra, even though Phaedra chews them up right back. Oh, Phaedra eats at the round table, and I love it. But whenever people start with Phaedra and they start pointing out facts, Sheree is always looking that look like, yep. And she gets to drinking water because she don't want to get to be looking like, I know it. I know it. Like, I really feel like, and Sheree just could be a thirsty person. Who knows? She could be thirsty. But a part of me is like, Sheree has to know Phaedra is grimy. Phaedra is a traitor in her real life. We heard the stories Kandi was putting out there behind the scenes, and I believe every damn one of them. How she was holding up Kandi's restaurant, all that allegedly, because I don't know it to be a fact. I just believe it. But alleged she was down there holding up Kandi permits and getting all mad because Kandi had Apollo's motorcycle in the garage. And you know, I really believe it. I believe it. And Sheree was right there. Sheree knows this. Sheree don't make me look like Scooby-Doo believing in your ass. But anyway, Sheree is still at Olivia Benson level. But every week y'all tell me to drop her. I'm just holding out on Sheree. I'm holding out. Now on Olivia Pope's level is Trishelle, John, and Peter. John stays at Olivia Pope, even though I do feel like Peter is the leader of the Minion gang. I just feel like I want to put John and Annalise the way, Annalise used to have them killer monologues on how to get away with murder. Annalise would have some good monologues over there. John gives us a monologue every episode at the round table. I love when he says banishment has your name on it. You are a mischief of murder, a damsel of deceit. Like John, he gives it to him, and I love it. I eat up John at the round table. Like I can watch a whole 30-minute episode of John just reading people who's getting ready to get banished. Maybe that can be a show. People who getting ready to go to jail, like the judge has just given them their sentence, whatever the sentence may be, a few months, a few years, life, whatever. John is allowed 10 minutes to read those people down based on their charges and they sentence. I don't know. I love John. He's someone who I didn't know I would love. Like, this is why you can't prejudge people. Because usually on them little spinoffs, the older character is usually someone who is just there. They might have a little bit of entertainment because they aren't in touch with the generations, and they might say something, just funny because they don't understand. But John is entertainment gold this season. Now, Peter and Trishelle, they deserve to be on Scooby-Doo. But I'm going to give Trishelle, as much as I can't stand them effing chicken gloves, she stay waving in them confessionals. And I still need justice for Peppermint. Trishelle was right to go after Phaedra. Her strategy was all right. Her execution was all wrong. Now, I should have put both of y'all down there to Scooby-Doo for that execution. You all's mistake, and I said this when I was over there with Really B and El Teddy and Ebby. It's a TikTok saying you had the right idea, but the wrong bitch. Like, girl, you had the right idea, but you went about it all wrong. Yes, y'all should have took that shot at Phaedra first because Phaedra is insulated. Parvati is not. Yeah, and now you done let Phaedra recruit one of her friends. Or maybe if you would have got Phaedra out, Parvati could have recruited one of you all. And as much I hate when the faithfuls be like, I want to play a faithful game. I want to play with integrity. Look, the traitors have a better opportunity of winning because the traitors only have to worry about banishment. You faithfuls have to worry about banishment and murder. So miss me with that. I would never be a traitor. I'm too honest. I can't. I just have to be a faithful and I just want to. No. People always want to be a traitor because that's a 50% chance of getting kicked out of the game is gone. So whatever. What Trishelle did is she went around the entire house, in the car, in the closet with John, trying to recruit Parvati, instead of just counting out the votes you need to get Phaedra gone. Trishelle was on a mission to get all the votes. And that's where she went wrong. She should have never included Sheree. She could have included, Sandra would have listened, but Sheree, MJ, Kate should have never brought Phaedra up. Should have never brought Phaedra up. You should have stuck with CT. You should have put all your effort into John because John is the one people listen to. You already had Kevin. You already had Peter. You had the votes. If you could have just pulled Sandra and CT, and CT would have followed John, Phaedra would have been out of there. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all really want to banish Phaedra, you can't go toe-to-toe with her at the round table. Now, is there a rule? I don't know. Is there a rule that you can only vote for people whose name have been brought up at the round table? Because for me, if I was Trishelle, I would have been giving Parvati all the smoke. Parvati, we know your ass a traitor. I would have gave Parvati all the smoke. And then on my little chalkboard, I'm writing down Phaedra. And if Phaedra, it's going to be a good old Big Brother blind side. A good old Survivor blind. Sandra, you know about a good blind side? We would have blindsided they ass. But oh no, everybody want to go toe-to-toe with Phaedra, talking about a damn notebook, talking about your eyeballs be twitching, you too hungry at the breakfast table. No. That's small. That's small time. Them small time, them little traffic court cases for Phaedra. You got to blindside Phaedra. Like next week, put all the smoke on Peter, but just write Phaedra name down. I would love to see. Now that would be epic. I would love to see a Traitors blindside. Matter of fact, don't even do it. Wait till I get on Traitors because that's gonna be my strategy. We about to blindside the Traitors. We ain't telling them nothing. Get your alliance together. Get your votes. Talk all your shit at the round table, and then get whoever you want out. But anyway, of course, at the top of the rankings is nobody but Phaedra. Phaedra is playing an excellent game, and I think a huge part of it is just her natural personality. Like, yes, she's a lawyer. She knows how to argue back. The way Phaedra took that moment in the armory between her, Peter, and Parvati and spent it on Peter. Like, I remember we was in the armory and you wanted me and Parvati to work together. And I said, I want a conclusion. And I left and you and Parvati stayed in that armory for about 15 minutes. We don't know how long they really stayed in the armory. But here Peter go like, I mean, that did happen. Like, no, you like, bitch, you lying. Ain't nobody was in no armory with Parvati. Like, can't nobody say you lying. Now, you don't call her a bitch, Peter. This just commentary over here for fun. But nobody could just lie at the round. Is it a rule at the round table? You have to always tell the truth? Because I would have told Phaedra she was lying. Like, girl, you in the hot seat, not me. But anyway, Phaedra is playing a marvelous game. She's the only one who deserves to be with Annalise Keating right now. No one else has done anything better than Phaedra. Now, Trishelle, if you could have pulled off getting out Phaedra, I would have gave you all the respect. But since you ain't got no execution in your game, you still a little chicken feather bitch to me. Chicken feather glove bitch. That wasn't nice, Angie. Too late, I already said it. let's get to the comments because, like I said, I'm not gonna hold everybody long tonight. It's a work night. CT playing the game perfectly. Being close to Phaedra means he won't get killed. You think Phaedra is cutthroat? Never confirmed banishment, finals bound. I think CT will make it to the finals because I don't see any reason for Kate or Phaedra to want him out. They have to get John out first. John has to go. You got to get Trishelle and it's too many people on the murder list. All of the minions of Peter's have to go. And to me, John is number one. John is number John. Everyone listens to John. Everyone at the table is like, John, what you think? John is the first one to go. Once John is gone, who cares what Peter and Trishelle talking about? Don't nobody like Trishelle? No way. Nobody cares about Trishelle. Who do you want to win? Traitors or Faithful? I really don't care. I've watched all the spinoffs and I've seen Traitors win. I've seen Faithfuls win. I think I kind of like when the Traitors win. I kind of like when the Traitors win. Like, y'all should have voted them out. Should have banished. I love when we get to that final sandbag and they get a traitor out in the final sandbag. Like, if the Faithfuls get like Phaedra or Kate out at that final ceremony, you know, tossing them sandbags, I feel like Phaedra's not winning this game. There's too much smoke on her name. She would have to be in the finals with somebody like Sheree and CT, and they just truly believe she's not a traitor and they're about to split the money 3 ways. But I don't see that happening. Like, I don't know why I feel like Sheree. Let me get Phaedra off my TV because I'm done with the rankings. My computer screen. I don't know why I feel like Sheree. I'm putting too much on Sheree, but I don't think Phaedra will win. I think if anything, Kate will either take it all or the Faithfuls will win. And I feel like this season, I don't know if it was a good move to pick up Kate because I think Kate is always loud and wrong. Nobody is thinking Kate is a traitor. So I would have picked somebody who has more heat on them, where like maybe a Trishelle, where if you threw their name out there on the round table for banishment, people would believe it. I don't think people are going to look at Kate. They're going to think Kate is just being Kate, not that Kate is being a traitor. But I feel like a traitor is going to win this season, and I prefer traitors to win. But when the Faithfuls can get the traitors out, I'm cool with that too. So either way, I'm just really sad. It's only 2 more episodes left. Like, what are we going to watch? I guess Survivor will be one. Survivor will be back. What's up with the Amazing Race? They don't have another Amazing Race out there. But Survivor will be back. So we have that to look forward to. Y'all know my good friend Charles. I am going to get my Big Brother audition tape together. He told me to get it out there before April or March. I don't know. But I am going to get my Big Brother audition tape out there. I'm going to work on it. I've really been waiting on a hairstyle that I like. So I'm so vain. This hair right here ain't going to do it. So I'll get my hair done again in a few weeks. Yeah, in a few weeks. So maybe then, I don't know. I'm working on my audition tape. Big Brother will be back. It better be in the summer. And traitors, y'all need to be. I'm happy traitors. They said they already have the reunion done, so we know we'll be getting a reunion. I'm really happy about that too, because this reunion gonna be juicy. Did you hear about how Janelle and Rachel called out Dr. Will on Twitter? I don't really care about what Janelle is doing on Twitter. I think I saw something about it, but who cares? I feel like Dr. Will was a waste. You should have did this cabin episode 3 weeks ago when Dan and Janelle were still there. Who else was on Big Brother here? When you had more people in the game, at least Dan and Janelle knew who Dr. Will was, because even though Sandra kind of knew who he was, she wasn't excited to see him. She was like, oh, that's Dr. Will. Look, what I feel about Dr. Will and some of the stuff I heard that was going on Twitter, I don't follow none of these people, so I really didn't look too deep into it. A lot of people are saying Dr. Will is talking ish about the show, and people like Janelle and Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong, are saying, you know, if you are that, if you the greatest who ever played a competition show, why don't you bring your ass on Traders? And they say some people don't want to ruin their reputations. Like for me, Dan didn't ruin his reputation. Traders just isn't his game. And everybody, like, that's just like saying somebody from the NFL jumping into the NBA and expects to still be number one at that sport. I don't know too many people that can do it. Even like Michael Jordan and Russell Wilson and them who jumped back into baseball from their sport, they weren't the greatest. Like Michael Jordan wasn't the greatest at baseball. He just was good at baseball. So it's like, look, not everybody's great at anything, but Dr. Will, if you're going to talk your mess, you're going to talk your ish, you sign up on the dotted line and be on Trader Season 3. But I feel like if you know Dr. Will, like I know Dr. Will, kind of like what I said about Dan, first boot, you got to go. Banishment, murder, whichever way. But I don't really care about Dr. Will. I feel like, because wasn't he on Big Brother Season 2, 3? I don't even know what season he was on. But it was so long ago in Big Brother history. It's a whole new generation of people that don't know him. And if he isn't willing to put himself back out there so people can get to know him and see if his reputation will be tarnished, shut up. I wouldn't even have him out here hosting. Like, I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts. Y'all need to shorten this name because you know I got this 40-year-old brain. And I want to shout y'all out, but I don't want to say it wrong. If I say it wrong, y'all know it's no disrespect. But I think it's who all over there? The podcast. Listen to them, but I think they even said it. I don't forgot my whole point. What they say about Dr. Will? They said something about Dr. Will. But anyway, forget him. Forget him. If you ain't gonna play, shut up. Oh no, they said they should have brought Suri. I'm telling y'all, that's why I play the brain games on my phone. It leave me for a second, but it come back. It come back. They said they should have brought in Suri because Suri just won last season. Everyone knows Suri. You still got the Survivor play. Everyone knows Suri. At least Sandra and Parvati for real know Suri. They be like, Parvati, I think they both played with Suri. Like, maybe not Sandra. Y'all know my memory bad. But anyway, they should have brought in Suri, somebody from last season who could really, that people really know. Like she was just on Big Brother. People know Suri. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. 30 minutes was long enough. The final part of the finale of the challenges tomorrow. I can't wait to see who our new champion will be. I'm going to say it right now. I think it's going to be Emmanuel, but I'm really, really rooting for Nurys. I'm really, really rooting for Nurys. And, you know, starting Thursday, it'll be, no, I just told a lie. Tomorrow night, me and Ebby will be doing Love is Blind. The first 6 episodes that they dropped. I know some more episodes drop tomorrow, but we're only talking about the previous episodes. Then Thursday will be the challenge. Friday will be Traders, and Saturday will be Ready to Love and Drag Race. Those will not be on my channel. I believe Ready to Love will be on Kamisha Reviews. And Drag Race, I don't know whose rotation week it is, but I will be putting it on my community page and let you all know where you can find me for Drag Race review. So that's the lineup for the week. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Get in the comments. Let me know your 2 cents. Like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I really appreciate it. You all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night with Ebby for Love is Blind. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Lord, I can't even. Okay, there it goes.